Okay, let's run some more practice.
Lucas Kreisen, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
Wardens don't come back from the calling.
No, this is the first I've heard of.
The long walk into darkness. Whispers of the old gods, drawing wardens down into the deep roads.
Never to be heard from again.
Until now.
Have you met him before?
In passing, yes, but no more. He spent most of his time in the eastern garrisons, and then left for his calling.
That's one tough warden.
I've never heard of this before. Someone coming back.
Except the Gloom Howler. Warden Kreisen, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah, a crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
Her ideas just get better by the minute, don't they?
She's dangerous. Gathering her forces. Griffins are there. How much time?
Lucas?
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the deep roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Kreisen came back from his calling. Easy, boy.
He senses Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head, boy. I mean it. You watch those tail feathers of yours. The second you feel Darkspawn breathing on them, you hide.
So, why would the Gloom Howler...
Isaiah.
Right. What's her angle? Why bring the Griffins to the deep roads?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own Griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron? That's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of Darkspawn and Blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. Will you join us?
Join what, exactly?
Those who hear the song of the old gods.
You're supposed to be killing Darkspawn, not living with them.
She showed us another way.
Is she Isaiah?
Names fade. The song endures. Will you join us?
We just came here to talk things out.
You must join, or you must die.
Right. Swords it is then. It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall pass.
You're a warden. Keep your oath.
White out shall never fall.
What are you talking about?
Our blades defend the world.
I'm not used to fighting our own.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the Blight's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we anyway? Doesn't look like the deep roads I know.
They're building something down here. Almost like... Nah.
Like what?
A corrupted version of Weishaupt.
Darkspawn, at the bridge!
Let him have it.
We've got Darkspawn!
And wardens!
Fighting together? You can spire with beams of darkness. Snap out of it. You say it's evil, you're following the monster.
Quite the fortress they're making. It's got Weishaupt written all over it.
Even blighted, they must still remember being Grey Wardens.
Old memories linger. Echoes of them anyway. Twisted by Isaiah.
First Warden?
Rook.
What happened? I thought you died.
If only Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
She's mad. She has the Wardens under her spell. She's on a crusade to wipe out the whole Order.
What about the Griffins?
She's going to blight them too. Turn our own symbols against us.
No, she's not.
You're the last hope for them. Search around. There's a feather from her own griffin long ago. I've seen her look at it with what passes for emotion. It might jog something.
How can we help you?
She's in my head. I can't hold her off. I should have died at Weishaupt anyway.
But...
Give me some peace. That's an order, Warden.
Yes, sir. Be at peace, sir.
These Wardens are lost. If we have to kill them, I hope they rest easy. The first Warden mentioned a feather. We should look for it.
They managed to rebuild the war room.
Isaiah's raised her army. Now the war starts.
Here's the feather, for whatever it's worth.
Let's get moving before Isaiah does her worst.
Maps here, all across Thedas. Looks like battle plans.
Isaiah's ambitious. I'll give her that. Stay safe! We'll find you! I don't believe it.
I know. Weishaupt's dungeon.
Well, that's something. It's a waking nightmare.
The real dungeon in Weishaupt usually had drunk wardens sleeping at home.
I might have spent a few nights there.
Now they're housing a darkspawn army. I know. I missed you too, boy. I promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any ginger wort truffles.
My job's done. Your turn.
Something's ready.
Hassan! Your brothers and sisters are waiting! For the blood of the old gods, these griffins will be born again!
The blood ritual's starting. She'll blank the griffins.
We have to get in there.
I don't see the griffins!
They're up at the top, past all this light. No time to lose. We have to get this gate open, or they'll all die.
Got more blighted wardens coming.
I see them. Keep attacking the boils.
We interrupted the ritual!
Hit her while she's vulnerable.
The tyranny of Grey Wardens has come to its end. A new order will rise from the deep roads.
And now,
These clouds will be our symbol. The Grey Wardens will hurt them again. The Griffins have a new
end, Weishaupt!
This isn't Weishaupt.
The Griffins!
Don't worry, we'll get you out.
Bring orders! Destroy those who destroy our cause!
Something's ready.
Strike true! Touch him and you die!
I'm giving him his freedom
How? By killing him?
by releasing him.
We know who you are. Isaiah, a Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future, with blight in their veins. The Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
What about this feather? It belonged to a griffin you cared for, didn't it?
Leave us.
That was your mount?
And a friend.
Did the blight free it from pain?
It drove her mad. I had to put her down.
And you would do the same to these Griffins?
I'm sorry.
Who's ready to go home?
The Feather Brigade looks happy.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Just not sure how.
What did you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them, a protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
As long as I've been a warden, griffins were an emblem on our shield. Then Hassan showed me why they belong there. They're fearless, brave. They're our brothers and sisters in arms. Their home is with the Grey Wardens.
Well said.
Thank you. We're family again.
Son. I love you, boy. I don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home. Now, how about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thedas when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
It's what he said, I swear.
Yeah? How about we discuss it over some gingerwort tea?
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezekiah's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
You don't think he'll stand out?
There'll be other undead servants. I'd be surprised if Johanna recognized him. You know, she never truly appreciated Manfred's cleverness. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's gonna occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezekiah must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that? Raise more undead, I'd wager.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezekiah.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly
and see if Hezekiah has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library. The library's to the east, right? Where we close Hezekiah's portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this much? Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern. We're not alone. Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests? Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's...
What about this? That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezengas? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims prepared during the Storm Age.
We can come back for it after.
Excellent idea.
Time to find Hezengas. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
disturb.
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned. Lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes. Work. We're on the right track.
This wall looks... Secret door!
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do, curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
I thought you and your little friends might work your way into my party, Karen.
Johanna, even half-lit, you can't control something this massive.
That glow on the skeleton up there, that's Hezenkost's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, must reach the lantern. Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts on your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis' wards here are still in...
Don't think I can't sense your lacking thinking about us.
Oh, I wish Manfred had stayed above.
They'll be fine. We'll handle this. And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenko's trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
I've seen Emmerich face worse than you!
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right! I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the light of the people here!
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much light inside it, the backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete! Run, Colin! Scurry like the rat you are! I can't believe you brought your ridiculous pet skeleton with you!
His name is Manfred!
I'll go down there myself.
About time.
Silence! I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
One's all set.
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable? What to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words for Karen before I... Oh, you miserable little...
Manfred!
Manfred knew you could do this. So do I.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small bite!
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding to...
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
If I can do anything to help.
Thank you. But this must come from me. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom, Rook. That leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Mortality's a hard price, but you'd miss Manfred.
Oh, of course I would. But a Watcher should be more accepting of loss, of grief, of his own death in turn.
You're braver than you know, Emmerich. You've always risked your life. Against Hezenkos, against the gods.
Death's abyss always recedes with someone to brave it for.
I think facing a lot of things would be easier if Manfred was back.
Oh, he was fearless. He has so much potential, Rook. So far to grow.
Then help him do it.
You're absolutely right. I'll need your help. Rest easy, Manfred. We'll soon have you back amongst the living.
I should check on Emmerich and see if he's ready to bring back Manfred.
Collection, huh?
I've made my preparations, Rook. Will you help me restore Manfred to the world of the living?
I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you. We must go to the necropolis once you're ready.
We have discovered more spirits causing ruin. Kindly correct them.
Okay, Emmerich. How's this work?
We'll need assistance finding Manfred's wisp and drawing it back into his body. By pact and pledge, I seek an audience. By light and breath, let wisdom come. You've met these spirits before, but I've never properly introduced you. Rook, allow me to present two Necropolis guardians, the keepsake of ages and far-sighted curio.
Thank you both very much for helping with Manfred.
How polite. How fine.
Good manners in mortal kind, beyond the spirit callers at last.
Friends, my assistant, my ward, Manfred, sacrificed himself to save us.
We'd heard you'd abandoned Lichdom to bring him back. Your work, your dreams.
You paid the price. But it seems there are many flickers of curiosity in the Fade.
And only one you seek. Draw his wisp near. Speak.
Can I help?
Yes, please. Think of Manfred. Tell me something you felt about him. Concentrate.
I was always surprised Manfred survived what we dragged him through. I don't think it was just because he was all bones. I think that's just Manfred.
In the sea of the Fade, there are wakes left by our passing. Our desires, our fears. I leave this beacon for you, Manfred. Follow my voice. Return to me, please. Manfred?
It worked.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful indeed.
Thanks for stitching that seam on my coat, Fred. It was coming loose. And nice new threads yourself.
Thank you. Yes, we needed something to mark him as an apprentice around the Necropolis.
It's a good fit. See you around.
Yes!
How you doing, Manfred?
Alive! He's excited for his training. Manfred's spellcraft is coming along nicely, more or less. Some undead have the potential to cast magic. I believe his was unlocked by his journey through the Fade.
What was that like?
Dunno. You mean you don't know? Dunno. We must work on that enunciation. Why don't you fetch the primer?
I'm glad things worked out.
I'm glad you talked me into it. As he grows, Manfred will better learn to take care of himself. I won't worry so much when I pass on.
How do you feel about that last part?
I have moments of regret for what Lichdom might have been. But none would make me exchange this for anything.